Namaste. So I came across this. Um, what should I say? There are several thousand, not just thousand, millions of pages now on Instagram and keep sharing information of all sorts. And I just came across one of the post where it talks about top six strange things in space. One is neutrinos, gravity waves, dark energy, dark matter, antimatter, cosmic microwave background. Okay, so of course, it's all fascinating to learn about these terminology. People who are interested in space and science and exploring more about the external world. External world, what I mean by is the world that we experience with our five physical senses, right? And those are sense of sight, sense of sound, sense of taste, sense of touch, sense of smell. These are the five senses that we experience the material world. And what are we learning about the material world is we constantly investigating and finding out what, who, how, when it started, where is it going to end, where are we leading. So, in our lifetime, of course, because we are through our brain, our capability, our intelligence of what we understand, trying to control things, trying to, you know, um study and there's constant upgradation happening in all fields, all sectors, all genres, all subjects. There is no limit to studying, right? It keeps going on. Even for a surgeon now, if he has studied how to do a surgery, but every time he goes to the operation table, it's not the same repetitive phenomena, but he also gets to learn something new every time, and he has to keep himself studying and updated about. How so there are panel of doctors discussing amongst one another. They could be of the same genre, like cardiologist with cardiologist, and all cardiologists coming together and discussing about what new discovery in that small piece of um, organ in the body. So there are many organs in the body, right? Our human body is a fascinating machine and fascinating system, and as a whole of the, it's more of you can say it's a universe in itself. It's so vast and so fascinating every time you discover something new, because if there weren't any discoveries, there weren't any mm, set of diseases and stuff like that. But nothing is out of our um, capacity to control. At the same time, because our body has limitations, so does our mind. So the the obsession of trying to control too many things is also not possible. But since we are born, since we are there in the world, we keep on doing our karma, we keep on investigating, exploring, learning more about the outer world. But when I came across yoga, it was so peaceful and so calming and so soothing, this experience. And I need to share this with the younger generation, telling them that, you know, it is an infinite world. I keep repeating this sentence so many times in my yoga class, and many of my students do, uh, you know, they kind of joke about it and mock me on that. It's an infinite universe outside. When you open your eyes, it's an infinite universe. And the more you keep on chasing it, searching it, the more you will be left empty. But the more you go inside yourself, it is there is finite there. There is absolute peace there once you know who you are, and you discover, or you're able to see beyond your body and the mind. And you know all our lives we are like mostly trapped into this whole sensory pleasures and sensory gratification. So we keep working like a machine non-stop. We keep chasing, we keep going on and on and on without knowing what exactly serves the purpose of giving us true contentment and satisfaction. Mm, it's equally important to be miserable, and it's very, very, uh, you know, ultimately the goal of becoming something is to uh, acquire peace. So, at a very young age, I discovered that fact that, you know, one of the orthodox schools of philosophy in the Hindu scriptures is Sankhya. Sankhya means number, and it talks about two main principles on which the whole universe is operating, and that is the Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha here means the consciousness, the universal consciousness, and the Prakriti is the matter. So, matter is what we are experiencing with our physical senses and understanding with our physical mind. Our cognitive processes, our cognitive system, and consciousness is what we feel, we experience. So it's an amalgamation of these two things, and and that's pretty much it. So no matter how much you're trying to see the Milky Way or beyond the Milky Way, I've seen so many documentaries on TV and on internet about, of course, on YouTube about the cosmic world and the space science, etc. And it's just like roaming in a mall or going through, you're scanning through your entire body. Like, you get a pleasure to see how your body looks like from inside. What is it made up of? And earlier, many thousands of years back, this thing was done through the power of concentration, close eyes, and the yogis could peep inside and they could see the whole anatomy. How fascinating that was. It still fascinates me because that's incomparable. That power is incomparable. How much a person can meditate and dive deep into bringing the truth on the surface and telling us what it is, like who we are. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So this is what I wanted to share to the young generation, that it all starts from you. Discover the power of meditation. Of course, when you like to concentrate on any particular subject, that also is meditation, and you keep constantly searching and exploring something into it. That's meditation. You simply enjoy the whole process and keep doing that over and over again, and you ultimately have to get to the same result where I got 1.5 year back. And ever since, I've been questioning now what is the purpose of my life. It's pretty much recurring in the same manner. I just have to repeat cycle, wake up in the morning and exercise and do the same monotonous things. I don't know, some find it fascinating, some find it like boring and dull. Tell me, what do you think about it? Thank you so much for your time. Signing off now. Have a great night. Sleep well. Do take care of yourself.